The Dark Goblin recently got an 8% damage buff in the last set of balance changes, and since then, there's been quite a few people running log bait rascals at the top of ladder, so I wanted to try that out in today's video. I don't think the Dark Goblin is super OP now, but it is finally not a very weak card anymore. I feel like for a long time, it has been one of the worst cards in the game. No one was really playing it. Pretty much the only deck you saw it in is kind of the deck I'm using here. You saw it with the Rascals in bait, but the deck was pretty bad. And now it is actually really solid because of the Prince buff as well. The fact that you have the Dark Goblin buff and the Prince buff, and they're both in the same deck, it's going to make a deck a whole lot better, that's for sure. And then the Princess is still very strong at the moment too, because of how good the Dagger Duchess is. And of course, it's a card that easily avoids the Duchess since she doesn't have to worry about it because she shoots from across the river. So this guy got really aggressive to start things off. He actually has the Cannoneer, which is pretty wild. And then he's got the Dark Goblin as well. So we're going to go in for a log here on top because otherwise it would get a connection on top of the tower, even though the Duchess does take it out fairly quick. So might as well avoid that. And not a horrible start. I mean, even though he's got a small damage lead, it's not really the end of the world. And we also didn't really know what deck he was using either. So it probably wasn't completely, avoidable anyway. We're going to go in for a Goblin Barrel here, see if we get some chip damage. And if we end up baiting a log out of him, that's completely fine as well, because it means we can get value out of our Princess. And he's got the Mighty Miner. Mighty Miner I've been seeing a bit more recently. I'm not too sure why, but it's kind of making a comeback. It's probably because of the Little Prince nerf. It allowed the other champions now to be a little bit stronger. Even if they're not broken, they're better at the very least. So we might just get a Evo Knight going here just to make sure that these Evo Bats don't end up getting on top of our tower. Now he's got to deal with the Evo Knight as well as the Rascals, so he might have to overcommit here. Yeah, he went in for a Cannon and a Dark Gob, so I'm fine with that. We could probably ignore the Dark Gob. He's actually going to go in for a Drill. I wasn't expecting that. We just get this down here and go in for a Princess. That should clean up fine. I think we're okay there. Yeah, we are okay, so that's pretty good. But things are not looking too great at the moment. I think we're going to pressure here. And then let's get a Prince going in the back. He's going to log. That's fine. And let's get a Dark Goblin going here. We might have to go for a... Nah, I don't think we need to do anything on the Evo Skellies. Duchess should clean up. Yeah, we're completely fine. So that's perfect. Let's get maybe Rascals in front of the Dark Gob if I can. Nah, we couldn't. But he had to go for a defensive Drill. That's actually really good, because it means he can't use it on offense. So that push was really obnoxious for him to deal with. He didn't have a good rotation over there. So we try to keep the momentum going here, considering he had to go defensive Drill. Okay, nice. Dark Goblin didn't kill the Princess. If it did, that would have been really bad. He went Skellies, but we still got chip damage. The Cannoneer is just so bad against Swarm. So even with the Skellies, we still got a good amount of damage. And just like that, we're not too far off now from him. He's going to go in for the Drill. We're going to get Rascals going here. Oh, wait, the Prince! Is he forgetting about it, or is he fine? He went Evo Bats. I mean, let's get a Dark Goblin going here. I think the Prince charged on the tower, I'm pretty sure. I think I saw things correctly. There's so much going on, it's so hard to keep up with everything. Let's go for a Knight here, and then I'd say let's actually go Princess kind of like this. And he's going to go in for a Cannon. He's going to actually have to Poison, which is really good, I feel like. Hopefully we can get through the Evo Skellies. No, we can't. Maybe it would have been good to go in for a log. I'm not really sure, but that's alright either way. We can maybe try to force a log out of him here. That would be really good. He's going to go in for a Drill and Bats. Let's just get a Knight going here to ensure we take no damage from those Bats. Log isn't going to end up hitting the Dark Goblin, which is really good, because we ended up getting some more value out of that. He's kind of panicking here, it seems like. And look at that, we killed his Dark Goblin. Oh my gosh, the Juke Barrel is causing it. Oh my gosh, it's because of the Cannoneer. The Cannoneer is just so bad. That is why the Cannoneer, I just think, is just not that good. I mean, less health, and I really think just the DPS isn't there either. So there's just no point in using it. That's why it is the worst tower troop at the moment in this game. Kind of proves that, I feel like, unless the Duchess gets another nerf, but even then I feel like the Princess is going to be the best. So Cannoneer's just in a really rough spot at the moment. I don't know though how they could buff it without making it really good. I mean, maybe they should just give it a 2% damage buff or something, or 3%, because maybe 5% was too much. That could be a decent idea, but I don't really know. The 5% nerf kind of did kill it, to be fair. So let's see what he's going to do here. We maybe want to get... Okay, he's going to send the Drill in the back. We can just go like that, and we should be completely fine. The guards are going to clean up so nicely. Guards are just such an amazing counter to the drill. They just defend it perfectly pretty much every time. So we get some more split lane pressure going here. We go for Dark Gob like this, and I feel like he's running out of time. Yeah, he has to commit so much on defense. He's just not getting the damage he needs. We're going to go in for a barrel here. He's probably going to want to log. Yeah, I had a feeling he would want to. We just go log on the drill, and we're completely fine. Because he used the log on offense, he didn't have it on defense, and that's going to be a very nice and easy game one. Over there, I'd say a pretty good matchup, and also Cannoneer kind of sucks too, so that helped us. Here we go, in our next match here against EGW, and sorry guys if my commentary is a tiny bit off today. I'm a bit tired. I don't even know if it sounded off, but like just in case it sounded a little different or something. But yeah, I really like the Dark Goblin buff so far because I feel like it's how a buff should be. It makes a card pretty decent again. It's probably average now or even slightly above average after being well below average for such a long time, but it's not really broken, which is pretty cool. Okay, wow, this guy's got E-Giant, and he just went for it at the bridge so aggressively. I actually don't know why he did that. I feel like that was kind of... Okay, to be fair, those Rascals were not very good. I kind of messed that up. Let's go in for a barrel here. He's going to go Prince. It would have been... I should have played the barrel normally. The only reason I didn't is because I didn't want him to get a free NATO, but it wouldn't have even mattered because of the... wait, actually, maybe he would have NATO'd. Yeah, so you know what? Either way, yeah, it was fine, actually, because he would have gotten a King activation, but instead he just defended with a Bomber, so it's not really the end of the world, I guess. Either way, he would have been fine. So let's go Princess at the bridge. It might be annoying for him if he doesn't have a cheap counter in cycle. He might have to... Yeah, nice. He goes Phoenix. That's completely fine with me. We go Dark Goblin here because the Duchess doesn't fully defend the Phoenix anymore after the nerf. And then let's go in for a Knight and see what he wants to do. He's actually going to... Wow, I did not expect him to do that. Let's go Rascals here. Ideally, we can just kind of like take his tower. If we take his tower, I feel like that pump was kind of a bad play. And then we can go in for a barrel on top of the pump. And if he doesn't end up... Oh, wow, he goes in for Skellies, but we still get a Skeleton to connect. Yeah, I feel like that was a pretty bad play on his end. I kind of just want to actually go Princess here. I don't want to spend too much on this E-Giant because he's already going to have an Elixir advantage, so I didn't want to go Prince on it because that would be using more Elixir. And yeah, like I said, because he's got the pump down, I think that's the smartest play to make here. Because yeah, as you can see, he's up Elixir. So if I did that, I feel like that would have been really bad. So we can defend this Prince really easily because I got guards. That's another reason why guards are in this deck, because they're just a great counter to it. Oh wow, he's got double Phoenix action coming in. This might be a little obnoxious, especially because I of course don't have a I don't have a rocket, so he could kind of just stack everything, which is kind of what his idea was, I think. And then we'll just go in for a Dark Goblin here. And I think we need to get guards going. And then hopefully we're fine if we just get a log to clean this all up. Unless somehow... Wait. Oh my gosh, I have to give him the tower. There's no way I'm defending. Yeah, there's no way I would have defended. I had to give it up. But... Luckily, we're not in a horrible spot, I feel like, just because, here, wait, we can go guards like this. I don't think we're in an awful spot, just because, we have a good chunk of his tower, so as long as he doesn't, like, straight up 3-crown us here, we are very much still in this game. Even though it sucked, I lost my tower. But yeah, this is the one problem. When you don't have a spell, that's kind of the type of thing that could happen. I kind of want to go Knight here, just so then he's not able to ignore what's on the King Tower. Yeah, as you can see, he had to go in for an E-Giant defensively. That's honestly really good. Like, the fact he had to do that is great. So I'd say let's go in for a Goblin Barrel here, and then go for Rascals, like, in the pocket like this. This should be really annoying for him to deal with. Yeah, as you can see, he went in for an Evo Bomber. Ooh, I was hoping we could get the Rascal Girl or something on the tower. We didn't, but that's not that bad, to be honest. We'll just go in for a Princess here, and let's see what he wants to do. Maybe we go Dark Goblin like this, kind of spacing stuff out. We can go in for a Prince. And let's see, maybe we go in for a Goblin Barrel, and then we go in for a Knight in the pocket, kind of. Oh, he NATO'd. This might be annoying for him. He has to also worry about that Dark Goblin. It might end up blocking on the tower. Nah, it got blocked really easily, so he doesn't have to worry about that. Let's go in for a Princess here. Let's see, we'll log the Bomber. Kind of just want to get that dealt with. And we'll go Rascals. Wow, I'm surprised he went in for an E-Giant like that instead of playing it in the pocket. I thought he was going to get good use out of the Phoenix that was there, but he chose not to. We're going to go like this here. Just want to get a tank for the Duchess. He's going to defend, though, fine, so we got to be really cautious here. He's going to go in for another E-Giant. I'm hoping we're okay just because we have a lot of stuff here, and he already NATO'd, so now we can go in for a Dark Goblin after, and we just got to get guards going for the Prince and get a... Oh, shoot. We got to watch out for the Evo Skellies. I don't want to get screwed over by them again. get this going here. Maybe we get a... He's gonna... Yeah, I knew he was gonna go E-Giant. We gotta DPS this town ASAP. I don't want him having any chance of winning. I think we're fine. Yeah, he doesn't have his Evo Bomber, and he doesn't have a Lightning, so we're barely okay. Honestly, I feel like he played that really well, especially because he didn't have any spell for the baity cards, but he made it really close, so that was well played on his end. We're in our next game here. We'll just go Princess at the bridge since he's not doing anything, and if he doesn't have a good response, then that's going to be free damage for us. And yeah, we get one shot, almost got two. He's got the Knight, so Evo Knight, I mean, this could be a lot of different things. No way to know for sure what this is. And he's got a Wizard. Okay, well now at this point, there's a high chance it's something like Giant because Evo Knight Wizard go well with the Giant. But I mean, it could be a couple other things as well. Like it could be P.E.K.K.A. And if it is P.E.K.K.A, that's going to be, oh wow, very interesting, Minor. So let's try to get a barrel going as quick as possible while the Duchess is out of ammo. We might be able to get some value. And he goes in for the Demolisher. I don't know what this is. He has Minor. Okay, so that... those guards, he committed a lot there. So let's just get a Princess going, clean that up, and then maybe we get a Knight here. I hope I don't need anything else. I'm hoping this Demolisher gets stopped. Okay, good. Thankfully it does. That's always so scary when it's just a running time bomb straight towards your tower. It's just, I don't know. It can be really hard to stop. Pretty much impossible to stop sometimes, especially if you're low on elixir. And sometimes it's a gamble where it's like you don't know if it's going to be enough or not just because of how large the radius is, which is just part of why it is super, super strong, obviously, and I'd even say broken. I mean, I think it's just really broken. So let's see. Prince coming in here on the Evo Wizard. He's just going to let that die, I guess. We could maybe try to go Rascal's Barrel in the other lane, just because it could be annoying for him if he doesn't have a good spell for it. Yeah, as you can see, he goes Guards Demolisher. That was really nice because that Phoenix is kind of going to complete waste now, so I think that was a really good call on our end there. I don't think that Demolisher is going to make it. Yeah, it won't. We'll just go Princess at the bridge now, and he might have to overcommit on it. Now, he actually goes in for an Evo Knight, so we'll just go for ours. That's going to be perfect, and let's see what he wants to do. Maybe we go Dark Goblin behind here to help DPS down his Evo Knight, and maybe we get some counter push potential off of this. Probably not likely, but let's go Rascals here, and then go in for a barrel. It's Evo, but I don't think it's really going to do very much, but that's okay. We'll just get a Princess going here, and look at how much damage we're getting. I mean, even though the Evo got no value, the barrel itself got a ton, and we actually got more damage in the other lane now, so that's why it's useful to switch lanes sometimes. Be unpredictable where you're sending everything in, and it can be hard for them to deal with sometimes. Because he went in for, I kind of want to get Rascals going here. Even though the Prince went in front, this could still be really good. Oh, the Demolisher just blew everything up, and the Prince didn't make it. I thought there was a chance it would, just because of just how good it is. It's like I always expect it to charge into the tower somehow, some way, but sadly that was not the case. Things are going really well here. He hasn't even been able to set up a... Wow, he has a mortar. I was not expecting that. That kind of makes sense, though, because there's just no opportunity for him to send in the mortar because of all the spam we're doing. I mean, look at this. This is just brutal for him. He goes in for a Knight there. I think, sadly, we are going to have to, yeah, just let the Princess die. It wouldn't have made sense to overcommit on that too much. And, yeah, what does he have spell-wise? He hasn't really been using spells. It's been really confusing. We'll just go like this here, and then we'll go Rascals here, so we have dual lane pressure coming in. And then let's send in a Goblin Barrel. Nice, that Phoenix is just going to get melted. We go Log here on top of the guards, and yeah, he's calling the good game. He knows it's pretty much over. I feel like, yeah, he just straight up gave up. This matchup is just so difficult. Like, I don't know, like, exactly what he's supposed to do. I mean, he kind of gave up. He cursed the King Tower, but he played something else. I mean, maybe he played it just to play it. I'm not really sure. Okay, now he actually gave up. So yeah, that's going to be GG. And with that, that'll be it for the video as well. Pretty fun deck. Definitely give it a try. Really strong with the Dark Gob and the Prince buff. So cool to see Logbait Rascals back. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe. If you guys are not subscribed already, you can use credit code BOSS to support me in any Supercell game. And thanks again. Until next time, guys.